everyone, and welcome to another DaraChat. My name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short, because some people like to say Daramouthe, and it's not funny anymore. Okay, I get it. It's spelled a little weird. All right, I got it. Goodness sake, but but anyway, I am here with Mr. Fanatic himself, or Fanatic Gaming, whichever one you want to call it. But I am here with the gentleman himself. How are you, good sir?
Yo, let's go. Yo, I'm doing all right.
Nice, nice. How'd you think of that one? I saw you bobbing your head a bit. I didn't
Oh,
know if
the music was good. I didn't realize. I don't know if I had it doubled or not. I'm glad I got it sorted before turn my mic back on though.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I know that's always a fun thing, right? When you think your mic is good, and then all of a sudden, like people like you're
Uh,
muted. We can't
yeah,
hear you, and
30 minutes into a stream.
they're just like, "You guys let me go this long without saying anything? Come on!"
Oh,
Oh my goodness. But anyway, but yeah, thank you for coming on. I know you're a busy guy. I've seen your actually, it's a funny thing. I've seen you do your videos, and you're very energetic when you go live. So
yeah, we do that a little bit
I'm
every day.
I'm like, "That man, he is throwing the bombs out there like it's the 4th of July. So by
I try.
your works."
I try.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, but I mean, what you're on a lot of different things, but how long you been doing this stuff?
I started like the beginning of March, like March 2nd, about 2020. So right when COVID was getting started. I happened to
Yeah.
I ordered the computer that I started with, like, February
Mhm.
17th, somewhere around there,
Yeah.
and so just got a couple accounts ready to go, and day the computer came in the mail, set it up, and started streaming.
Nice. Hey, Devs. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, so you bought your computer pre-made, you didn't put it together.
Yeah, I actually financed it through Dell. They had the 18-month no interest, so just got
Ah,
an
yeah.
Alienware, like, a pretty good deal, though. It was, like, however much off plus, like, another 4, so it was, like, a really deal, like, a, $1,800-$1,900 Alienware that I got for, like, 1,300.
Yeah, because usually, like, if you were to go to, like, a Best Buy or something, which is all I have around here, is, like, they usually cost, like, either 1,500 or 2,000 or something like that, and
Uh,
it's really I mean, even if you're, even putting your own computer together, it can be a lot of money, but it can be a little cheaper if you find the right parts. Because again, I've gone
uh
to Amazon and bought majority all my, computer pieces, and usually they're a lot cheaper than, saying, going, like, Newegg or
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, if
so
you got the time and any ability, it's not bad. Like, building's the best way, obviously,
okay.
for cost and whatever, but this way was just the best at the time because I didn't have it takes a good little chunk of money to get
Mhm.
started. So
Oh,
by being
yeah.
able to finance the computer, the monitors, all
Mhm.
that, obviously got to just kickstart getting into it.
Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that, Dell had that, but I know Alienware's been part of their ordeal for a long time.
Yeah, it's like 12 months now, I believe, no interest. I don't think they offer 18-month anymore.
Wow, so you got in at the right time
Yeah,
then.
yeah. It did, it was nice, and then because of COVID and that, luckily streaming took off enough that
Yeah,
paid it all out. Because if you don't pay it off in that time, then
yeah.
all the interest that would accrues at the end.
Ugh,
You have to pay it in the by the 18 months. So
mm,
luckily did that twice actually.
wow,
Yeah.
nice. And so you've been doing it so you've been, what, 5-ish years now at this point?
Yeah, 5 years, what, almost 5 years, 5 months?
Wow, man, that's pretty awesome. I mean, but I mean, like, for you, you're in, like, multiple places. I think you were saying earlier, like, on 10 different
Yeah,
platforms?
10 right now. Was 11. Noise, obviously, closed up shop, whatever, couldn't
Yeah.
keep funding going. So, but yeah, so about 10 right now.
Mhm,
Hopefully get into some more though. It's like, I just like being at all the bigger ones, obviously, just
mhm.
because anybody might find you, right? Like, that's
Yeah,
the whole point.
yeah. I've always been, a bit advocate for multiple platforms because obviously, you see stuff that happened to people on YouTube who are only YouTube,
Yeah.
and
Or
they would
Facebook, if people know that story
on
as
Facebook,
well. Yeah,
Twitch.
it's happened on a lot of platforms. That's why I learned my lesson pretty quick. Within about the first 6 months, Facebook having its
Mm,
issues with a lot of smaller. It made a lot of creators, but it also like held down a lot of creators as well because there was just no support. so many broken issues, like broken um, functions and just
Mhm.
things that basic things.
Mhm.
Um, they've never recovered really. So they were like one
Jeez.
of the best. Now they're probably one of the worst.
Jeez. And they did that to them then they did that to
And it's all
themselves.
themselves. Yeah, it isn't
Yeah.
even like the market or like outside variables or no. Like I remember even way back, they got rid of the clip command on Facebook,
Oh,
and
really?
and so I got to asking that why. And however I researched it, looked into it, they had a thing where they posted and said it was the least used method of clipping on Facebook, which is like I never had one person in my stream on Facebook ever clip any other way but using the clip
Mhm.
command in the chat. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, so I don't know. I don't get it, but that's above our
Yeah.
pay grade.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is, like, I
Yeah.
didn't I was on Facebook, before anything, like, streaming-wise ever existed, like, I was way
Right.
back in the day, and to and I'd gotten rid of my whole account because it was just, too much social media and all that. But once I had heard they added that, like, I don't know, sometime after that, I was like, "Wow." They're trying to become like, trying to compete, but as you just stated, they kinda shot themselves in the foot and just
Yeah, yeah. On the live side for sure, they push reels now. So if
yeah.
you can figure out the algo a little bit, you obviously want to put your short form, your TikToks, that kind of
Mhm,
stuff. Definitely post that to Facebook, a page there. Spend
mhm.
that time because you already are making them. You're already
Yeah,
making them for TikTok or the Gram or
yeah,
YouTube Shorts. Got to be posting them on Facebook as well.
yeah, and, Killer Games Cat says, "But my grandma thinks Facebook is peak technology."
Yeah, yeah.
I almost feel like Facebook is the MySpace of today.
Yeah, they're definitely I feel like again, it's themselves.
Yeah,
They're dating themselves almost. And I mean, they're hopping on the AI and the VR.
yeah,
It's like, which to me, I don't know why if he's investing that much into VR,
mm,
that's hand in hand with gaming. Why you just leave like the whole gaming and live side out to dry like they have.
yeah,
Super weird. But
mm,
that's why he's the rich guy. Do
yeah.
whatever he wants. You know,
And that's why there's still billions of people on the platform just 'cause.
Yeah, well, Facebook, I don't know, not everybody knows, but they pretty much have like, I think twice as many accounts as there are like human beings on the planet.
What?
Yeah, something like that. So literally, that's what some of where their strengths come because they have such a like literally a larger user base than twice the population of the Earth. Like, shouldn't even be possible. You know what I mean?
No,
Yep.
and
So that's kind of crazy.
I'm pretty sure there are people who made multiple accounts of, like, business and all this stuff, like, if
Yeah.
you were to make your personal account that you're not, with your name and stuff, and then you have, like, your Fanatic Gaming, the
Yep, or
business,
especially over the years back when people either lose access to account, then they
mhm,
just start up another one. Another one.
yeah,
I know some people where they have 5 different accounts because they
yeah,
just, oops, I got lost that phone. I boop boop, and they just have such poor password recovery.
mm-mm,
Obviously, the methods have gotten better lately. So,
that's
but
good.
there's still people that obviously clearly make mad multiple accounts.
Yeah, and Killer Game says, Facebook definitely chose advertising and businesses over small creators. They make money. Well, I mean, that's YouTube's no different. YouTube makes money off the ads. I mean, it's
Yeah. Yeah, they just make their choices, which I guess that's why the gaming industry and some things are down because they're the whole whatever stats of it are
mhm,
that like the gamers don't spend enough, like how esports has gone down, because
yeah,
like the average viewer doesn't spend enough to justify them investing in it is what they're the
yeah,
supposed whatever is, but
yeah,
crazy part is to me, but yet we're all gaming and blowing buku bucks on skins and stuff. So it's like I don't know if I buy that. Maybe that's just to us, it isn't worth it. We're not trying to pay money just to watch an event or whatever. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
TV's been free forever. I don't
yeah,
think it should be like that.
yeah.
Anyways, side note, you
Yeah,
know,
no, and that's understandable because I mean, I know esports like I know like what is it? I think COD is a big one.
yeah,
Um,
League of Legends is super big. I think like
Legend.
Dota might be big in other countries. I
I
know there's been a
I
lot of things that were big. Yeah, Fortnite, obviously.
Oh yeah, Fortnite is killer, and they've been adding all that extra stuff like ballistic and whatnot. I haven't look, I play games sometimes, but I have not had enough time, and Fortnite has just been upgrading ever since. Um,
Yeah, Fortnite goes crazy.
Yeah, Fortnite goes, why? Hey, talk to him, not me. I'm not in charge of him. He's a grown man. Leave the grown man alone.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, it's just, she's asking why Mike is on, because that's Killer Games Cast's Mike is who
Oh,
she's
okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay, gotcha.
I've had him on my show before. He's a real great guy. He's actually funny thing, he works his full-time job, but he also is making his own game. So, there's that right there. Yeah. I don't
That's
know if he's
awesome.
I don't know how far he is in it, but yeah, he's making his own game while obviously working a full-time job. And then he says that the problem with gaming is the same as Hollywood budgets. Budgets are out of control, so we need more money. Well, jeez Louise.
Sounds like streaming. I'd like to
Yeah,
just do so many more things. I just wish I had money, you
yeah.
know?
Well, and I think the biggest proponent of all streaming is your ISP.
Oh,
Obviously,
I
without
appreciate it, Mike.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
no,
Talking to Chad too.
no, you're fine. The point of that is like ISPs, like if you don't have internet, you have no access to do anything whatsoever. Streaming is just
Oh,
out of the question.
oh.
Even if you Starlink, right? Starlink, that's that whole
Yeah,
business.
my brother has well, now just finally they got fiber up where he is, but
Oh,
he did it
nice.
with Starlink for a little while.
How do you like it?
It's not bad. It's not bad. The latency's, it's gotten better. So it's pretty good. Just the cost. It's a little expensive. 100
Yeah.
and some bucks a month,
Ugh.
but
Yeah.
if you're in a place where you can't get reliable internet, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know fiber is pretty much the next step in getting the fastest internet out there, but it's still quite expensive.
Yeah, I pay 85 a month for my fiber, gigabit up and down.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's yeah, it's I used to when I first started, when I had more money, obviously, I
Mm,
had 2 internets. So
mhm.
if one would happen to go down or have issues, I could just quickly flip to the other one and vice versa.
Interesting.
But
How
now
you
I'm limited to one.
and how did you do that though for the 2? Like, did you have to use 2 different routers or how did that work?
No, yeah, no, I just had the Ethernet coming in, so I had just the extra cable just coming to that one. If I need to,
Right.
I just switch out which cable is connected to the switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That I see what
Yep,
you're saying.
yep. So I just run that from the modem.
Wow,
Just be
alright.
able to hot swap it if I needed to.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting because I know, I've heard some content creators use, like, Ethernet and then Starlink, or at least ones who could afford it,
Yep, yep,
which
yep. Lots of different ways. Or mobile, you can do. There's ways.
oh, yeah, that's
Obviously,
right.
you can merge internets, whatever. There's lots of things you can do.
Millimeter wave tech, never heard of it.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, because I think T-Mobile has their little tower thing, and you just pay like $50 a month. Now you can't hit the wall of like going over, so
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's lots of different ways to get redundancy and stuff these
yeah,
days. For sure, if it's something you want to do.
yeah. But
Uh,
it's just the costs altogether. It's
cost
insane.
cost prohibitive for sure, for
Ugh,
sure.
goodness
You don't
sake.
want to be blowing 150, 200 bucks just on internet. Yeah, I mean, it's like I guess if you're a big enough streamer though, like
Yeah,
you do need you. It is worth the investment because if you're getting how much of a return on that, it is. But I'm saying if you're starting it off, you just gotta probably deal with just whatever the best internet you can get around you for the best price.
yeah. Because I mean, for like again, you stream to like
Let's
10
go.
10 different platforms.
Yeah, yeah, 11, 10. Who knows? We'll add some more here.
Yeah, but I mean, those take up a bit of amount of, uh, what do they call it? Megabytes or whatever because of the how much resolution you send out, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you're trying to go for, like, the highest there is, like, either 1080, 4K, one of those.
Yeah, I do 1080, but to that point, I just got accepted not long ago. Twitch is doing the beta program for 1440.
Yeah,
So I got into that. So I'm probably going to try. I used to do 1440. Twitch is the one holding me back because they only allow like 8K or whatever it is.
yeah,
But with this 1440 beta, they're allowing up to 20K bit rate. Now with the multi-streaming, I used to use Restream. Now I use Beamstream.
mm,
Really, really enjoyed Beamstream since I switched over to them.
mm.
And so it doesn't take any extra bandwidth or resources or anything to go to all those platforms. Basically the same as just streaming to one platform.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of different, broadcasting software out there. Like, I know the new one out there right now is the Streaming with Meld.
Yep, yep. Which
That's
that's an actual software
Mhm.
Whereas like Beamstream, Restream, I just used them web based,
Mhm.
and that's just literally for multi streaming. You know what I mean? Is their main feature.
Yeah.
Whereas Meld actually is like a OBS or a Slobs alternative
Mhm.
built off of their own code or whatever.
Yeah, and they seem to be updating it almost every week, it seems, with
Yeah,
the
it seems pretty cool. I've thought about trying it. I've thought about it.
I've been hearing people have mixed some people are enjoying it, some people are kinda like, it doesn't have the thing I need yet," but
Fucking bug.
oh, yeah,
There
don't
we go.
there you
Got
go.
him. Good.
"I'll do what I want, young lady, you better hold yourself off." But, yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I know, again, a lot of people are kinda sad about, StreamYard, but StreamYard wasn't really for gaming. And then you have Restream, like you said, but even that kinda gets expensive after a while. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, that was like 11.40 a month with a coupon code I paid for that. So Beamstream, you can just pick a sponsor and it's free.
wow.
And you can stream to, I think now it's like 70 some platforms are up to or something like that.
What?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah,
That's
I've been recommending a lot of people who either already multi-stream a little bit or thinking about it. I've been
mm,
telling a lot of people just use Beamstream. Great Discord support. Obviously having it free, why
mhm.
not?
Yeah.
And again, learning a long time ago to not put all my eggs in one platform basket. I'd
Mhm.
rather just be on a bunch.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, because again, Twitch 70 there are 70 platforms. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I
Yeah,
didn't think
yeah,
there's
evidently that's what I mean. There's a lot of platforms.
yeah, there
Some you
is.
know, some you don't.
Yeah. It's just the ones that are big are, Twitch and YouTube because the name is prominence and stuff.
Right.
Um,
Or maybe you've heard Rumble,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Some people still haven't, but obviously things I like about Rumble are them having their own back end service, you know.
Mhm.
That's like smart to me. It's not just renting it from someone else
Yeah.
because that's not realistic.
Yeah, well, and you have to think of it like with Twitch though. Twitch is owned by Amazon, which means it kind of,
Right. They
is
have Amazon Web Service, so they have their own. That's
yeah.
why obviously Facebook very strong because it's, their own. But some of these
Mm,
smaller ones like
mm,
Trovo
mm.
hasn't ever really done stuff, but that's basically owned by Tencent, one of the biggest game developers in the world.
Wow.
So there's that platform to stream on. It used to be kind of cool when I first got on it. They do
Mhm,
like Trovo Thursdays and go around to people, but it
mhm,
doesn't do anything anymore. It's like might be big in some other countries. There's some certain areas, but it's just not. Just does to
mm.
me doesn't have enough user base.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones that are either coming up or there are ones you haven't heard of. And like you said, you've mentioned Rumble, but I mean Rumble, is sort of in that area where it's still in that political sense and they're trying to build up the gaming, but they're also trying to be competitive with the two big ones, but they're really
Yeah,
not there tech wise. It's a lot of mixed stuff with Rumble
it
and
is. That they are kind of mixed all over the place.
yeah.
I mean, investing in like a doc shows that they are probably super serious. Or Farmer with the gifted subs. Let's go. Are probably super serious,
Mm,
about it. But I thought Facebook was serious about it, and then flip that on a dime in no time. So
mhm,
it's tough to know how long. You know what I mean? Because it's not always a return for them on that gaming side. Like even with Doc, I feel like the Kick did it where they pay these bigger streamers all this money, and as
mm.
soon as the contract's up, they're gone. And I
Yeah.
don't feel like they're retaining the value of all that money wasted.
Mhm. Well, and Mixer too, right? I think they paid
Mixer, Ninja, like
yeah, Ninja, yeah.
buttload of money for
Mhm.
what? For nothing to close up shop
Yeah,
because that money could have been spent doing something better.
yeah. And, but they kinda gave him a different deal than they did other ones before. They gave him an equity thing, but yeah, the issue with Doc is that they paid for a name, and he still kind of, promotes Rumble more, but the issue is that his name is not as big as, say, like, Asmongold or
Right.
I don't know about PewDiePie. I think PewDiePie's kinda hit that pasture, but his name still has some ringing power to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, so who knows? But yeah, I think they kind of learned their lesson with like doing Mizkif, Kai. Kai can't. I think he has some power. It's just
Yeah, he's pretty big.
yeah, Kai can't. There's Kai can't and Speed. Um,
Uh,
I think Ninja's on Twitch, isn't he? Or no?
yeah, yeah, he's on Twitch. Yep.
Okay. Because I know Asmund Gold's on Twitch, but he started multi-streaming as well. And I found that funny, like when Asmund Gold was just streaming to Twitch for some time, and then Twitch had did something. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start multi-streaming," and people acted like it was a new thing. I'm like, it's been
It's
around
been
for a
crazy.
while.
Yeah, I've been doing it basically almost 5 years now, and it's
Yeah.
crazy because even back when I like almost nobody did it, and now it's like almost a standard. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
Yeah.
Almost everybody's diversified a little bit at least.
Yeah, they kinda have to though because a platform and this is something that someone was describing to me for a platform, was like, "The platform's not for you." Their business is to make money because otherwise they don't exist the platform, as we
Right.
saw with Noise, right? Noise
Uh,
couldn't make the money. But the problem of it is that a platform's not for you, it's for itself. And so as a content creator, what is more important, the platform or you? And that's where multi-platforming comes in because
uh,
how can I know if Twitch is gonna be for me? Because Twitch has its own weirdness with rules and
yeah.
adhering to them and all that stuff. I mean, look, they had a whole bunch of hot tub girls at some point. I mean, what you gonna do with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, exactly.
But, and then Killer says, "Asmund Gold hates Twitch, and if YouTube keeps up the BS." The problem I have is that Asmund Gold, for all it's worth, he streams the Kick as well. So there's that.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he's
streams the
on. I
Kick as
saw.
well. But he's not gonna come to Rumble if Rumble doesn't if Rumble doesn't get their tech side up to the point that it makes sense. Because right now it's sort of there, but the problem of it is that they're missing some things that are that ease of use and the familiarity what many people are familiar with on different platforms, right? Whether it be Twitch, whether it be YouTube, whether it be well, Cake is a Twitch clone, so I don't know if I want to count that.
Right,
But there's just a lot of ease of use things that Rumble itself does not have at the moment. It's getting there, but I also want to be honest about it because you can't make yourself compared to other platforms if you aren't even up to the point where you can compare yourself to other
right,
platforms.
right.
Because I think they have, I'm pretty sure you know about it, but Rumble has that latency key, right? That whole low latency thing.
Yeah,
The only problem is that the latency key is still in beta. So it needs to get out of beta before that can be viable. Rumble Studio, while they have done the direct RTMP thing, which I don't know if you probably don't want to try that, but the problem of it is that this side of Rumble Studio they have not given a much attention to, and so there's
okay.
that form. They don't. The point of it is that Rumble does not have a lot of people, and so their attention is sort of directed to certain areas where all the most of their people is going to be at, other than the upkeep and all that stuff. And
Right.
that kind of is a bit of a downfall. It's not, it's not like they're not trying, but the problem of it is that you're trying to hype too much to the point that you're trying to appear big when really the reality is not there yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And the Killer Game says, "I do agree with you. Rumble needs to stop rumbling. It's frustrating." Well, of course, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by rumbling though? Are you mean like complaining or something? I'm not sure where you're at with that. You have to be a little more specific, Mike. You gotta be a little more specific. But I mean, so since you've been on multiple platforms, I just kind of want to know um, what what your experience has been with them and what you kind of see, at least from your recollection, what you kind of see from each of them, where you see the one sort of being ahead of the rest, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, obviously, a lot of kick chitter chatter.
Mhm,
I got in on that like pretty early on. As soon as I saw the article about like train wreck, I'm like, oh, okay. Already being a multi streamer, I was already kind of always looking around. So I hopped on that early with the 95-5 split, with them marketing it the way they did to the
mhm,
the smaller streamer, to the creator getting the
mhm,
most. So I pushed really hard there to kind of get everybody there
Mhm.
when I first started. So I feel like Kick had kind of that vibe and that kind of going for them.
Mhm.
Um, like I said, Facebook I started out on, so I
Mhm.
was solo on Facebook, was
Mhm.
going really, really good, and then I don't know if they just because they'd update certain times and
Mhm.
stuff would just break really hard.
Jeez.
So literally the week I was going to earn monthly supporter button on
Mhm.
Facebook because back then I don't know if it still is, but you had to have like 250 recurring viewers. So it's
Wow.
like so like a week on week type deal where
Mhm.
250 people that watched last week would have to watch for a minute this week.
Mhm.
So the week I'm hitting that stat, whatever,
Mhm.
um, the back end breaks and it says in the dashboard, like, oh, the metric is reporting as zero, blah, blah, blah. It'll be fixed. I'm like, but I'm literally at 250, like,
Mhm.
to apply for the thing. So I can't even apply because it's
Mhm.
broken. So I tried hitting up support, didn't care, just cookie cutter responses. So it took me
Jeez.
like another year and a half, I want to say,
Mhm.
almost to earn supporter button on Facebook.
Right.
Like, and that's just my story where there's like lots of smaller streamers I know where they've obviously either quit streaming altogether or
Mhm.
had to move different platforms because Facebook was just so bad of
Mhm.
certain things, features not working and literally no support. So
Mhm.
Facebook was really good. Twitch, I just finally hit affiliate because they changed the rules on that,
Mm.
where it was instead of it being averaging 3 viewers in 30 days, now it's like you just need like 3 streams, I think, in the
Hmm.
past 30 days.
Oh,
Yeah. So, which is way
interesting.
cooler because, like
Yeah.
I've said for so long, why wouldn't you want me being affiliate and then that's revenue coming in? If
Yeah.
you know what I mean, people support the stream.
Yeah.
So, finally hit that on Twitch. So, I'd say the downside to Twitch before this update was like, if you're a multi streamer,
Yeah.
just kind of shooting yourself in the foot to gain affiliate like I did
Mhm.
because I just streamed so much, so often. It killed it to where I never was hitting that 3 average, for 30 days of streaming and 200 out, whatever it was I used to do,
Mhm.
crazy hours, never hit it. So we are there now.
Mhm.
Kick though, 95.5 split, did
Mhm.
all right, got the check mark. YouTube's really hard,
Mhm.
TikTok's really hard, and there's
Mhm.
really nobody else that's doing anything. Rumble, I'm on there. I think
Mhm.
you and that one other guy, only ones who've ever supported or anything on there.
Wow.
Doesn't really, none of them do much. I've tried
Yeah.
at different times, like focusing on just certain platforms, and for a little while, it just, I don't
Mhm.
know. I just like kind of doing me.
Yeah, no, and that's the I mean, that should be the big most important thing is just you enjoy doing your thing because I mean, obviously, um, content creation is certainly turned into this thing where mostly all platforms are monetized, and that's what you see a majority of people aim for is being monetized. I mean, if you just want to use a platform like Twitch or YouTube where people are aiming to be affiliate or partner, and that's all they really mostly want to do. Sure, some of them have good content and they want to just post that regardless. But a majority of it seems to be like wanting to get the partnership or affiliate so they can start earning money out of stuff, which to some degree, if you're going for a business, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
But and some of the people want to trade. From what I hear at times, is like some people want to trade their 9 to 5 job for doing content creation full time. I'm like, but you're trading a 9 to 5 for a 15 to 16 hour
yep.
job, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's what
you.
I did. I jumped head first in day one, started just streaming all day, every day.
Mhm.
I
And
kind of
you
watched for like a year while I was kind of playing Apex Legends on a really crappy computer. I was like, man, I'm watching these streamers. I could do that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Or I could do better than that, is what I
mhm,
believe.
mhm,
So I guess I had certain things that, when I visioned it and
mhm,
dreamed it, that were kind of the things I would, wanted to do. I
mhm,
guess I should have put maybe like monetary success higher on the list, or, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to have a high quality video, audio stream,
yeah,
game, and, just certain things that I've hit all those marks. So in a
mhm,
lot of ways hit those success, but once you get into it and you are full time in that, that's when you start having to worry about the numbers, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Growth and just engagement and
yeah,
obviously revenue.
yeah,
Like, yeah, definitely kind of sucks, the business side of it. But some
Yeah.
people, like you said, that's what they go into it for, though. Like some people, that's what they're about. The sponsorships and the, and the this and the promo codes and the,
Mm,
I got the energy company, I got the this company, that company, the
mm,
Logitech, Razer.
mm,
I guess that aside, I don't focus on as much. I probably should,
mm.
because that's a big part of it all. Like you say, it's all about money. People got to make money.
Yeah, it's turned into this thing where I doubt if the monetization side existed, many people would be creating because there's no incentive to create.
Right,
So, because I remember back when YouTube was basically the only place you could upload videos, but there was no streaming or anything, and there was no money involved at all,
right,
unless you had a business and then you like make videos for the business. But beyond that scope, there was really no money involved, and that was just what YouTube was. Is you could upload videos and it'd be about the likes and comments and stuff. But then money started getting involved years after that fact, and now all platforms are pretty much offering monetization for that fact. And I
yeah,
understand that. I'm not saying I dismiss or anything because I have been a user of, but my thing is like it kind of takes away from what people are. Do they create because they get paid, or do they create because they want to? And then you have
right,
the whole spiel of it. Because I've met a few people who've turned this into a business, and that's the whole thing is the metrics. Paying attention to the metrics of the platforms they're on, and they get so wrapped up in that they start getting burned out and all that stuff.
yeah, yeah, definitely,
Because you see
definitely.
that.
Burnout can be real, and I feel like just focusing on the success type stuff
Mhm,
and over focus on it.
mhm,
And again, depending on what you're like you wanting to do. Like me, I
yeah,
just want to be like authentically myself and
mhm.
show people the highs and the lows. Like I never wanted to be where I was just live for 3 hours a day and just
Wow,
acting like everything's it's like if day's a good day, it's a good day. If it's a bad day, some people they go through highs and lows.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I didn't want to just have it be where my show is just a show and it's all just, what I
mhm,
mean, sunshine and rainbow show. So that I feel like that's part of it too. Depends on what you're going for, you know what I mean? Everybody's
yeah,
got different just like the average part-timer just
mhm,
wants to stream here and there,
mhm,
play video games. I feel like a lot more people should do that. I've always recommended them. Hey, if
mhm,
you're playing games a couple times a week, heck, stream it. You
mhm,
never know. Like
yeah,
people might be into what you're doing.
yeah. The only problem is that too many people turn into streamers or content creators. There's not many people to watch the content.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have a lot of people. It's sort of like the thing with you have a lot of people who just watch, who make, but there's not enough people to watch, and
Yeah, yeah,
that
for
becomes an
sure.
issue in itself.
Yep.
Especially with when like we're talking about
Love it.
different platforms and their discrepancies or issues of certain areas, like the streaming with Facebook and all that stuff, where it's just there's a restrictedness in certain areas, especially tech wise, and it's not a cheap thing to do video hosting. It's not. Uh,
No, definitely not.
because if you were to take, let's say, if you were to take on doing video hosting yourself, like posting your own videos and whatnot, it would cost you thousands upon what you're paying now to just do
Yep. That's why I also like to tell people multi-streamed everywhere. You're
that.
using all their resources. Okay?
Mhm.
You're getting free access to all their resources.
Yep,
So
there
I'm using the heck out of it all day, every day.
that's how he plays it, that's how he plays it, and then,
Yep.
Lord of the Rings, "I need to improve my setup," then oh,
Live
then I
music.
want to do live music on Rumble. Yeah, there's some people doing, live music, I've
Live
met a
music be
few.
popping. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
There's actually a married couple I had on there. They're in charge of a channel called The Great Underground, and they're sort of like an indie group, sort of working with under indie musicians and whatnot, trying to do. They're trying to be this thing that's beyond like the contract stuff we see with all the current day, and they're trying to be like just this indie underground music sort of thing, getting other people within it and all this stuff. And I've had them on. They live out in Las Vegas. And you see a lot of different people making their own music, either like a synth wave stuff or like
Yeah,
Lord of the
yeah.
He has his own guitars and whatnot and all that. But yeah, it's there's a whole lot of different people creating different things and all that stuff. But um, they're certainly battling platforms are certainly battling each other to be the best of the best, which is good because you want platforms to be the best of the best. But when some are behind more than others, it kind of dissuades people from going to them, especially if they have hang up like being known for politics only, which is also another thing with Rumble that's an issue, uh, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but I mean, so you talked about that, but what for at least being on um, Rumble, what has been your other than I think what you mentioned was the not getting seen very much, but what else has been your experience with being on Rumble so far?
Um, just like the few people I've met has been pretty cool.
Mm,
Honestly, like, few others where they come through and say stuff and then maybe recommend some things on like the what is it? However you raid, where you just
mm,
put in the command in your chat, like, what I mean? People raid and let me know stuff on Rumble. That's
mm,
kind of cool. That's why I like being everywhere because you always end up running into people. Like, you know what I mean?
mm,
Sometimes I have a problem where I'll focus on certain platforms too much and
mm,
not like I haven't focused enough on Rumble and just going to other gaming streamers and watching
mm.
them. So that's
Yeah.
why I don't fault them too much that like I'm not getting anything because it's like I'm also not putting a lot into it. You know what
Mm,
I mean? There are times when I've tried like pointing people to it, hoping to get in the creator program. So trying
mm,
to like guide people to Rumble.
mm.
Like even way back when I started multi-streaming, it took me like a year, I think, to even get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. And that was like
Wow.
every day bashing it into people's, I'm just saying it. I'm putting
Mm,
it up on the screen, whatever, you know what I mean?
mm,
Trying every way to just get to 100 was
mm.
like so rough. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's tough to say. Tough
Yeah,
to say, honestly.
it's a bit of an ocean with things like Twitch and YouTube because they have so many. Well, even with Facebook too, they have so many people that it's just you're pretty much yelling into not a void, but such a full ocean that it's being heard as someone's over there. You're pretty much being drowned out, and
Yeah.
and like Lord of the Rings says, competition gives incentive to innovation. Yeah,
Yep.
but
Absolutely.
the problem of it is though is can the platform innovate enough to compete, to be incentive enough to be on? That's the
Right. Like
uh,
how Facebook was really good, even with reach and algo, like when it was COVID time, like which they say, oh, it's because of COVID and so people were able to watch, which I don't buy that entirely
mm,
because I could literally tell they broke it. And like
mm,
now, even like let's say someone's live on Facebook and
yeah,
you have a game tagged, you used to
mm,
be able to click on that tagged game and it would show all the streamers who are streaming that game. Now, like let's say I play Apex Legends, you click on it, it'll
mm,
show like one if you're lucky and it's
mm,
broken. So a basic feature of clicking on a category and it doesn't even work to show you who's streaming that. So it's like just in that alone, you're literally buried on Facebook now. It's not
yeah,
showing it to anybody. So that's why, yeah, you can try and do the reels to then have that guide them to the stream. Facebook's really bad on that right now.
yeah,
But I don't know, like TikTok, there's been times when that's good, but you get
mm,
dropped into that hole where it doesn't do anything. For again, creators like myself, where like me, I just want to be a live content creator mostly. That's what my
mm,
dream was. Like go live, play games, which I guess that's why they call it a dream, right? If it was that easy,
yeah,
just wake up and it all would work out
yeah,
perfectly. And
yeah,
unfortunately, it doesn't. You know what I
yep,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Especially have so many people. I mean, again, all platforms pretty much are saturated with people playing games, people talking about politics.
Like you said, a lot of people streaming because technology's gotten to where it is pretty cheap to start.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how much money I've spent on upgrading, investing, because someone can have a damn near same quality stream and then they can go above and beyond and mess around with all the stuff I don't like messing with.
yeah,
Like
yep,
me, I want to be like, obviously decent cameras,
yeah,
but high quality gameplay on this screen,
mm,
and then that be it. But that's not enough. You know what I mean? They used
Yeah.
to say, "Oh, 5 years ago, consistency, consistency." Now it's like, no, you have to be editing 3 freaking shorts every day. You have to be doing this, that, like you have to be doing everything every single day if you're even wanting, and that's to still be chasing the brass ring and hoping that's enough to then be making the full-time money.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, that's like 16 hours a day,
Hmm.
and that's to just chase it's almost like a lot of small business or starting your own business. You're
Yeah.
putting a lot of investment and faith and time and work
Hmm.
and energy in the hopes you'll get the return on it, which doesn't always happen.
Yeah. And again, it's a huge risk. And for me, for me personally, I just can't play that game because it becomes a thing of you 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 come to that point of burnout, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
You come to those career like
been
there
there a
are
few times.
yeah, well, and some creators like in this past, I think year or last year, there were a bunch of creators that were well known on YouTube who were just done. And it's like I'm walking away, burning out, all this stuff, and it is a real thing, but it's also the other side of like you have a bunch of people. There are some helpful people out there that want to, give helpful advice, whatever. But there's a point of where like you can only update so much. You can only have so much high quality production. You can only have so much things before you have to realize that it really just becomes a horse race. And at a certain
Yeah.
point, you're not going to have the horse that wins.
Right, and how much you're willing to conform, like,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, some people, like, a lot of them, just
Mm,
not to dog what they're doing, but you have to do those cookie cutter things,
mm,
the viral things to just to be relevant or just to grow.
yeah.
Like, sometimes if you wanna just walk your own path, that means you might not be as successful, you know what I mean? Because 'Cause you're not being what other people want you to be, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
just the long
Or
and short of it.
yeah. Or following in the path in which they believe what success is, but I've I've always been key because I started doing this like towards the middle of 2023. Yeah, I was uploading videos first before I started streaming because
Okay.
I couldn't stream at the time. My
Yeah, yeah.
computer now is a little more powerful,
Right. Yeah, I've been there for sure.
but I was just uploading, just talk about whatever, and then I was streaming like gaming, but more just like modded Minecraft, which yeah I get. Um, but just wanted to oh, thank you, Comics Queen. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hope you're
Jamie,
doing well.
appreciate it.
But yeah, I just at a certain point, it's like my thing was never about. I mean, I guess for me, success is a bit different because it allows me for this thing. It allows me to talk to people like yourself or Lord of the right here, or so many other people that I've had the chance, opportunity to create or not. I've talked to people who aren't creators at all. I've talked to people who are VTubers, which has been an interesting thing.
Yeah, heck yeah.
But it doesn't really lend itself having conversations with people on a just this weird sort of free flowing scale doesn't really net you a lot of the things people call success on platforms. But to me, the success is that I get to talk to over 200 various people. That's a success I never thought I'd have.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And
what I
so,
mean. Like, that's for me too, where not to interrupt you, but like
are you fine?
how different, certain things
Mhm,
may not realize even at the beginning, but like how I envision certain things, those are the
mhm,
successes. Like it might not be it isn't all this money or all this, but it's like, hey, being able to be live every day and consistent and
mhm.
put out a quality product, like that's a success in itself. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And to your point, like the few people, or I say few, but it's how I'm saying it's never enough. Like from me and my vision and my dream, my journey,
Mhm,
and like I said, Facebook going really good the first like 6 months, and
mhm,
thinking for a couple months I had made it. Community was doing really good. There's bonuses on Facebook.
mhm.
Like, I was like, I thought I made it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm gonna be making enough money every month that possibly Mrs. Fanatic won't have to work, bills to be
Nice.
paid, and I can just kill it. And then all of a sudden, Facebook totally just turned it off like a light switch
Mm-mm.
almost. And then it's like, no, now there's really low points and the growth isn't where it was. And you know what I mean?
Mhm.
trajectory isn't what it was. So that can be really tough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it creates it's almost like it creates, I don't want to say self-harm, but I mean when you're trying to push and trying to succeed at least in that caliber, because
Yeah.
it's like you said, you have your own vision, and all of a
Um,
sudden the platform kind of backfires on you. I almost feels like it backhands you at a
yeah,
certain point
yeah.
because you
It
try to
did.
put.
Facebook for sure did. It
Yeah.
screwed a lot. I know a lot of streamers who had experiences like mine or worse,
Mm,
and where they had to either switch or they gave up streaming entirely. Whereas they were doing decent too. And I
mm,
know of one streamer, won't mention names, but
yeah.
she was playing Apex Legends too. So part of it's my fault for not wanting to conform, and I don't want to just play games just because they're popular. I want to play the games I want to play. You know what I mean? But she was about the same amount of viewership, engagement, everything. My
Mm,
numbers on Facebook, um, playing Apex Legends, switched to Fortnite,
mm,
got rated by Ninja, now has like 5,000 people watching on Twitch, thousands
mm,
on TikTok. So just by switching games,
mm,
and that's even enough to get the momentum going to where you need it to be.
mm,
So I guess don't be afraid to do that. I'm just
yeah,
saying that might be one reason why I'm stagnating more than I'd like to, or not
yeah,
growing as much as I'd like. Because
yeah.
unfortunately, now you're also at the mercy of the game you're playing.
Oh
If they're
yeah.
making dumb choices,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's affecting you as the content creator. You
Yeah.
can't do anything about that. They don't want to pull their head out of their ass and keep the game decent, like Apex Legends. Just
Yeah.
because that's what I play. Like, one bad season or update or this that affects the creators big time. There's
Mm,
still millions of people playing.
mm.
Imagine what it could do for the viewership and whatever. You know?
Yeah, and I like and Dev brought this up, but that's the sad part is that success is out of your hands, at least, and he says on the platform thing, and I kind of agree to that. Yeah, I can,
Yeah, yeah.
but coming to the multi-platforming part, success is still in your hands to that degree
Right. That's why
because
it's like how American Dream, like, I mean,
yeah,
you have the freedom to chase it. So it's like, yeah, it is. It's for the average, like, let's say content creator,
mm,
it's impossible to stand out. And even if
mm,
you stand out, who are you standing out to? There's not enough people seeing you. So
yeah,
like even the consistency, the gameplay, it's tough to get enough people seeing you steadily to grow it all to get to where you need to be. Like some people, I get it. They do it. They've done it, and I guess I don't know enough, like,
yeah,
because I try and edit the content and do that. And it's like, it's a lot. I feel like for that, I'm pretty savvy. You know what I mean? I feel
yeah,
like it's a lot for the average person to expect to be able to make this content. And
mm,
especially though, when you go back and you're looking on Facebook or some of these, and it's like just a regular old lady, like some young mom, just
oh,
making Kraft mac and cheese in her kitchen is
mm,
somehow getting millions of views and followers and all. You know what I mean? Just
mm,
like showing what they picked up at the Dollar Tree.
mm,
Whereas here you are streaming, game and vibing, talking chat, and that doesn't get any reach at all. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like how's the video of some Kraft mac and cheese getting made so much more appealing to all these people to watch than so many streamers? I'm not just saying me. There's a
yeah,
lot of great content creators out there that I
mm,
feel like are just getting buried under, like you were saying, issues with a platform like Kick, view botting. People say,
mm,
"Oh, it doesn't affect you." It's like, well, if you follow how many people or they have a suggested, and you're
mm,
now buried, and they'll never be able to scroll down to you
yeah,
because of all the view botters have filled it all up. You know what I
mm.
mean? So it's
Yeah, and
like
I
that's another thing.
Yeah, well, and I think, Twitch puts something out today about the view botting situation for their platform, like, they're gonna start hitting on that.
Yeah, see, that's why even just saying it, it's like, okay, and if it's one, it's everywhere.
Mm, yeah,
Because I know like Facebook, it was really crazy. Sometimes you have it where like it'd be like a bunch of like Indian name types things, like just constantly going that are following you. And it's
yeah,
like, whoa, that's super weird. Like 30 different people that are all from like across the world. Like what?
mm,
So all these platforms have had issues with it one way or the other because again, if people can try and people want to be successful. So some
mhm,
people they have money. Hey, I'll buy views, I'll buy follows. I know way back YouTube, like you had mentioned early YouTube days. That's how some people gained way back then because I don't know. how much in the lore we want to get, but
Right.
basically, like it was allowed because
Uh,
these platforms look like they're doing good when they want to grow, and you want to look like, oh, my hours and viewership and counts, it's growing so much, we're doing so great, when
mm,
it's really a lot of it's fake,
mm,
just to basically make it almost like a pyramid scheme.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, and it kind of goes with when people bring up the dead internet theory sort of thing that with all the view botting and then people who are successful want to keep that up.
Yeah.
Um, all that stuff kind of lends itself to being, are there actual, and that's the funny thing too. That was a personal question I had. It's like, what is what counts as a view? Like, because YouTube has their thing, like what counts as a view or whatever. But I mean, how does YouTube count an actual person viewing? Is it by IS? Is it by the IP address? Is it by how long they stay or all this stuff? Because you can buy now bots that can take all that. Like I've heard
Right,
stories
right.
where bots are overcoming captchas at a certain point because of the AI stuff.
Yeah, 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 for sure. I've heard a lot of that.
So the question then becomes for every platform is like, because every platform deals with it, it's just some are better at hiding it than others. Is like, how can you count what a real view is? Because how do you know who's really watching and who really isn't?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that is a big issue, and which even the platforms downplay because they just want to say, "Hey, we have a record quarter. We've
mm,
have over our first billion hours or whatever it was Kick
yeah,
just had for the quarter. Like
yeah,
we're playing with the big boys now, so it's like it's a positive almost to everyone, to me, except for the hardworking real content creators that maybe are getting just slightly overlooked. You
mhm,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that can make a difference for them.
mhm,
And I also the legitimacy of it all. You know what
yeah,
I mean? You're talking about which the FCC or whatever made it. What was that last October?
mhm,
Where if there are like fake reviews and stuff like that, that's
yeah.
like a FCC fine now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it passed like last October. So
Phew,
technically, like these fake viewers and stuff, that can be because like now sponsors, you're using these numbers. Well, now they're
mm,
hyperinflated to
yeah,
where you're adding value to what the advertising is that isn't actually true.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like it, just like cheating in video games.
yep,
So I feel like gamers should understand that more than anything. And
mm,
there's a lot of these people, I don't know if it's their culture or the way they were raised. It's like to them, it's okay because the other guy's doing it. It's like,
yeah,
if they're gonna jump off a bridge, would you do it too? It's like we really got to go back to this little kid stuff that I thought we
mhm,
all already learned. Like,
yeah,
you shouldn't be trying to cheat your way to the top, but so many are doing it. And
yeah,
then you go on Kick, you can tell how many people. And like I've gotten into it. Like I got into it with some partners on Kick to where evidently they're talking about me in the partner Discord. And
jeez,
one of the partners tried to be like, "You're about to get banned." This was months ago. I'm still here every
mm,
day. Like, but because they're obviously view botting, like
mhm,
obvious as heck, and then they want to attack you over you just saying the truth.
yeah,
Like it's a really messed up thing, and more people have seen them gaining it, and now you can
mm,
tell more people are doing it to get their check marks, and obviously Kick because the partner program you make an hourly, you want to get partner to make
mm,
that hourly, and
yeah,
so anyone's trying to cheat their way to try and get into partner now just to make that hourly income.
yeah, and, I mean, but again, it comes to cell farms. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that where someone was showing like cell phones of just all over the place,
Yeah.
um, like China ones. But I mean, even that's come to like Rumble itself as well, where people have accused of view botting stuff, but it's really not an easy thing to do
Regulate
because
or do, yeah, it's cost prohibitive. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not worth trying to fight it. It's just all a cat and mouse game.
yeah,
That's
it
all it
is.
is, and like to that's why I say in that regard, it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean? It does matter in the regard where streamers who are real, who aren't having view bots, are getting suppressed, hidden under all that,
Mm,
where their content is just as good or better than some of these ones because there's some of these guys where it'll say 100, 200, and there's like their streams nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's literally just them sitting there doing nothing for hours.
yeah,
Like, okay, come on, that's a little fishy. You're not really doing anything great out here
yeah.
to justify having hundreds of people watching, but only 3 people chatting.
Yeah. Well, and also that kind of goes along with the creator programs. When they people just try to meet the bare minimum to get in, like there were some people where they would just because you have to use Rumble Studio and all that stuff in order to get to create a program. But there'd be some people who would just have Rumble Studio going, and they just have the Rumble logo in the background, and they just try to rack up those hours by just keeping it on and running.
Yeah.
And and there are a few of I've seen, not too many, but a few. And the thing of it is, like, you really have that issue too with people trying to get into those partner programs or whatever. And you have something like how YouTube does it, where it has to be a lot of watch hours, a lot of followers, and all this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I got to hit 1,000 still. I have the watch hours, but I need to hit 1,000 subscribers to get fully monetized.
Yeah, but you're partially right. You're past the
Yeah, I'm
500.
partially. Yep, I'm past the 500. I think I
Maybe.
just got to onboard. I think I keep forgetting to do that. I think
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't onboarded
Oh yeah.
for
We better.
YouTube.
You better write that down right now so you don't forget.
I know. I think that's like the second or third time I've reminded myself. Hopefully it'll work this time.
Don't. There'll be a voice from above. Don't forget to onboard on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna be missing out on money again. You know.
There you go. Yep. Because I mean, even for super chats, it's still reasonable earning, but more like people just want the ad stuff, which it's a big thing over on YouTube, unfortunately, and that's why it's still king of the platforms.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but anyway, it is the top of the hour, and so what happened? Well, sort of, it's the top of the hour. What happens is I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. So I did put your link down below, and no, oh, hold on, let me get 1 second. But I did put your link. I don't your website link down
yeah,
below
yeah,
'cause it has all your stuff. But if you wanna talk a bit about your stuff, where you're at, because I gotta use the restroom real quick. So
yeah, yeah.
just go ahead and do your thing, and I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, no worries. Sounds good. All right, everybody. For all you who don't know, maybe you're just tuning in, maybe you haven't been watching. I'm Fanatic Gaming, aka Lee the Deuce. I stream every single day live on 10 platforms right now. Been streaming over 5 years, and mostly stream Apex Legends, but also mix in some Rocket League lately, just for fun. Competitive type player, so mostly all ranked, even in Rocket League, all ranked. Do little warm ups here and there. Rocket League, we do tournaments, but just streaming and dreaming every day. As I like to say, if anybody ever needs a place to be, I hope this is the place to be. So I want this to be a community of people who are all obviously all inclusive. You know what I mean? Just like to vibe out and have a good time. That's the premise of it. Like to game, like to compete, like to be loud, like all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what I'm about. We're live on every platform. You can just search Fanatic Gaming. Easy to find, easy to follow. Yeah, that's most of it. That's most of it. Oh, Jamie, appreciate that. Cyclops Kurt. Let's go, everybody. Catch up on my own.
Oh, follow these guys.
Yeah, Rumble. I think it's just rumble.com/whatever Fanatic Gaming. I
Yeah,
forget how you do it.
it should be in your link down below. This one right here. So if you guys want to go there, it takes his website, which has all his links, at least from what I saw.
Yeah, it's
And
got most of them. It's got
yeah,
most of them. Or just
you
search Fanatic Gaming.
yeah, search Fnatic Gaming. Yeah, there's a no. You'd have to. I think there is. I haven't checked recently, but last time I saw, I thought there was. But you can just check Fanatic Gaming, and you'll find it there too. So
Definitely on Rumble. Live every day on Rumble.
mm,
Live everywhere, every day, every major platform.
yeah, well, there you go. Working. What man is you see? I see your little videos that you post on X, trying to get all hyped and stuff. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I started doing that because a long time ago, my agency on TikTok, they said like a half hour before you go live, post it for TikTok. Well, it's like, well, if I'm already making it for TikTok, I might as well post it to Instagram,
yeah,
Facebook, Twitter. The video's already made. So I've
yeah,
been doing that. That's only recently, like the last couple months.
mm,
Just trying to again switch stuff up,
yeah,
because they say, oh, well, if you're not successful, well, look inward then.
yeah,
Don't try and blame everything else. There's always more you can do. That's the sucky part of it. You
yeah,
know, hey, you're not winning, well, do more.
yeah,
It's the old adage, and it sucks to hear it, and it sucks to have to do more. But if you want to get to where you want to go,
yeah,
unfortunately, the road for a lot of us isn't easy. It isn't A to B. There's a
mm,
lot of blocks, roadblocks in the way. This hurdles, but or maybe you're like me and you just have no patience anymore. You
yeah,
don't want to have to. I don't want to have to make overlays and graphics and log into this and be, what I mean. I just want to
oh
be
yeah.
live and vibe out with people. Is that too much to ask?
No,
No.
I'm right there with you. I
Yes,
don't.
that's how it goes sometimes. But I'm saying you can always do more.
Mm,
Like you said when you asked, I feel like success can be there. Now it isn't easy, and
mm,
like the late great Jackie Gleason said on Johnny Carson show,
mm,
Jackie Gleason, honeymooners.
yep.
People don't know.
Mm,
He's also the sheriff guy in Smoking the Bandit, a few other things. But he said there was a lot of guys more talented than me. I just got lucky. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So there's a guy who's had a lot of success, and he well aware. Like sometimes you could have all the talent in the world, and you still might not make it. That's
Yeah.
just it's an unfortunate reality.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean we can't try, though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
You
not
gotta,
not failing if you're trying.
yeah, you gotta give that old power right in the kiss a certain moment.
Just gotta keep kicking butt and change what you can change. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, you can hop on trends, play different games if that's what you're doing. Or like I know someone in your chat was talking about IRL music. Like
Yeah.
whatever you're passionate about, do it and do it as much and often as you can. All the posts, short form, long form. Just do. Just
Mm,
keep doing.
yeah. Yeah. And again, you get to define the success, not anyone else. So
Yeah,
there's that.
exactly. Define your own successes and
Yeah.
define who you are. Don't let anybody judge you or let you know who you are. You know your own worth and your own value. Just because a lot of us aren't getting it, might be
Mm,
at a job, might be at, you might be trying to be a content creator, so you might know your worth. You might
mm,
not be getting that worth, but that doesn't mean you can't strive to get that worth and know what that worth is. You know what I mean? So you
yeah.
can be you, not have to sacrifice your morals or character integrity just to
Mm,
maybe do certain, maybe have that a little bit more success a little quicker.
mm,
Takes 10 years to be an overnight success.
yeah. And that is true right there. But for my again, his link is down below, so give it a look, and can see if he's worth that follow because the man's at it every day, like you said.
Every
So
day. If you need a
every
place to
day.
be, hope
Yeah.
this is the place to be.
Yeah, yeah. So Rumble's certainly trying, but it needs to
Yeah,
get
I think if they like, cause just having like, I think it's on Facebook. I see it. I don't remember if it's on YouTube or Facebook. I think Facebook. We're seeing the commercial, the like
that.
Terminator knockoff with Doctor Disrespect coming in the place.
Yeah.
And so like they're clearly paying for that advertising. I just don't think that's enough. And just like all the other companies have done, I just wish they'd, like Kick with the big contracts they did. Like if you would have gave a little bit of money to a lot of smaller streamers, like imagine what that could do. Millions of dollars to one guy, or like there's streamers out here where even 10 grand would make all the difference in their trajectory and their life and all this. Whereas these big streamers, like that's just more millions of dollars to them. It ain't shit.
Yeah.
Contract's over, they're gone. Like I think it was Nick, few of them on the Kick that just went right back to Twitch. They
Yeah.
don't care about Kick. It's got
They're
a
gonna
big
go
payday.
they're gonna go where the money is, and wherever the money is, that's where they'll stay, and
Yeah.
that's where that thing goes. But
Which is weird that they do it on Twitch though, with the the split being so bad though. Like
yeah.
that's what I don't get. Just the viewer base, just having those bigger numbers is that big of a draw, I guess. I I don't know.
Yeah, then that's the point with all companies too, is that they want someone who has a name to use, and again, using Doctor Disrespect, but that's just one name, and to be
Yeah,
honest, like you're
yeah.
talking about, I think that's sort of what they're trying to do with the creator program, but even the creator program has its issues, which is also another
And they
problem.
keep changing it, and it's like
Yeah.
I know that's why I wish it was just a little bit more clear. I wish it
Mhm.
was a little bit more obtainable,
Mhm.
to like the average streamer who's just out streaming.
Yeah.
I don't like, oh, you have to use the Rumble Studio. You have to would pay for premium or whatever.
Yeah.
Just too many hoops. And I feel like that's what killed Noise. Them starting off where it was only like the beta creators that they let in
Mm.
were on Noise. That's how Noise started. You had to be like on invite only. And they even
Wow.
had like the application where you could try and apply. And I
Yeah.
know like there's homies that didn't get like approved. So
Mm.
it's like, well, then how are you going to have enough people watching when you literally like kept it from enough people watching from the start?
Mhm.
And so I
Yeah.
feel like Rumble, if they could just be somehow more inclusive, these platforms just aren't doing it, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah, but they
But
have to be smart about it too, because the pile of whatever is for the creators, a pile of money, whatever it is, gets shrunk down with more people getting on.
Yeah. See, I just feel like more is more. You know, I mean, I get thinking, oh, there's too many and there's not enough viewers, but you know, a lot of us, these communities are just others content creators supporting each other too. You
Mm,
know what I mean? So I feel like I'd rather have it just be mad people going on, even if it is all people who want to be creators, than not having enough. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I understand that. Yeah, okay,
Yeah. So I
yeah,
don't know. That's the tough balance to it.
yeah.
I just feel like you say, like you go to their page, Rumble, and it's like nothing draws you. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah, and that's where we'll get into that after. But let me do my promotional stuff first, and we'll get there.
Heck yeah.
Uh, but anyway, from my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, and I thank you for all ends. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated. Because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be. Let's be honest about that. But it also helps in having other people on, like Fanatic, like Lord of the Ree, like Tomby, like Uncle Pudge, who I've had on before, and so many other people. At the end of the day, I've talked to so many people, creator or not, and I just enjoy doing this thing where I get to the opportunity to just chat about whatever with these people because we're all people at the end of the day. We all got our worries and our trials and tribulations, and there are similarities and there are differences. But when we're able to sit down at the table and just have a chat about whatever, that's where the real magic happens, and that's what I look forward to doing. Even I've even had people who say they don't believe they have something interesting to say, and I say, "You know what? Let me prove you wrong about that." And I have. So there is that. But also I have a we'll take that out. I also have a one second. I also have a link down below. This is also my sort of link tree. You can go down there. You can look. Oh, thank you, Neuro. Don't forget that my Proton water ready too. You can go down there. You'll see my Twitter X. You'll see my email. I have a Discord one, but it's mostly just for DMing. I'm not interested in setting up a server because it's only so much mental bandwidth I have, and I have a full time job. So this is sort of like my hobby for myself,
Mhm.
basically. But I enjoy doing it all the same. So you can go there, you can find all my other stuff, but just write down that link below and Neuro if you're there and you got my link ready. A while back, so yes, I am part of the Rumble Creator Program and I've been it since its inception. But a while back, I think it was in April, Proton Mail, Proton VPN, all this stuff, they were promoting their own partner program. Now, obviously, I was just sent my stuff, did all the stuff I had to do to enter in because I was just wanting to see if I could do it. Really, I can make money, but that's not the ordeal why I've got it in. It was just this thing of like, oh, there's an opportunity. Why not try to get in? 24 hours later, they said you're in. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because usually, like those affiliates or whatever, they're asking for like big numbers and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't I use this stuff, but I don't think I have that. So, but anyway, I'm trying to, and so right now, a while back, I was promoting their Proton Mail side, which has a lot of benefits to it. But this is their Proton Pass, which is their password manager. So if you've never given it a look, you can take that link down there. You can go to the website where it is, and you can get a discount for it. But basically, what Proton Pass it allows you to do something. One is what it allows you to make email alias emails. So when you're making your password as well, because what that means is that you can go to like a website, say you want to sign up for a gym membership, whatever. You don't have to give them your actual email. You can give them the alias email, and it'll work, and it will actually direct your back to your actual email address. And if that website likes to get a little spammy with your stuff, right? You can just turn it off and you're not going to get anything from that anymore because they don't have your actual email address. So there's that. Proton Pass, you can make your own password in there, and it'll tell you if it's strong or not. You can set how many of the characters are and whatnot. And there's so many other things that they mention on the website as well. But at the end of the day, though, the point of the matter is that I use this product amongst the other ones, and it works out well for me. And again, I'm not selling it to get any money out of it, even though I can. I'm doing it because there's a benefit to it that I use every day. And again, if you don't want anything to do with it, that's fine. But just give it a look, see if it's worth it to you, and if it's not, at least you gave it a look, and that's all that matters. So the link is down below on both Rumble and YouTube, and it will stay that way until I decide to change it for another one of the aspects, like the VPN or the Proton driver, all that stuff, and all that. So, but yeah, you can just go there, check it out, and see if it was worth it to you. But yeah, it's been it since April, and I mean, I don't. They haven't thrown me off yet, so I think I'm doing something all right. I'm still there. Oh, oh man, woo boy.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, you were. Oh, criminy, you were mentioning something about the Rumble stuff. But yeah, you go to their main page, and it's basically like they have a editor's pick section at the top, and it's
Yep.
basically either at times it'll be gaming, at times it'll be sports, at times it'll be um politics, more politics than not. But the issue of it is that um, it's not really like in the way of what YouTube has, where it's just whatever you've watched, maybe something suggested to you, something old or whatever, what's in the line, like a surprise. But they really don't have that, and you can go through that. It looks, I mean, I can. My thing is when people say, the UI sucks, but they really don't give any feedback to that. They just say it sucks and moves on. But for me, the problem with it is that the front page is the draw, right? Like you just said yourself, someone who's been on like 10 to 11 different platforms, you have stated that going on the Rumble's front page, there's no draw to it. I
No.
don't I don't I don't know what all this stuff is. Why do you have a dedicated section to Bitcoin and all this stuff and all that? Just make it whatever I watch, right?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
yeah, because that's what you want. You want people to come back because they've curated what they see, right? Like
Yep.
to take YouTube for example, right? They allow you to block a channel or block a video from that page if you don't like that, right? I don't want to see this video anymore. I don't want to see this channel anymore. It allows you to curate your own viewing pleasure, basically.
Yep.
Rumble just doesn't have that, and that's a disadvantage. A lot of people have stated, it's just a politics place, and it's not totally true because they do show gaming and other stuff, but it's still true to the sense of that they have that lineup thing during the day where they have different content creators like Crowder, Vince, and all the stuff. They do this sort of like TV lineup thing, which okay. But the thing of it is, people are not coming to a platform for a TV lineup. They're coming to see the people they want to see and
Right.
forgo the outs. Or you may get that surprise recommendation, and that will lead you on another rabbit hole, a rabbit trail, basically. Like
Yeah, yeah, for
there,
sure.
there, there are some been things like on YouTube, right, where there's some recommendation, like a surprise recommendation I've gotten, and it's led me down of enjoying this channel that I never knew existed before. But
Yep,
because
yep,
the system was set it up like that to do a surprise of sorts, there you go. But Rumble just doesn't have that. And when you can go to it and say, "There's nothing here that excites me that want me to stay," I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it.
yep.
And to kind of add on to that note, for a long while, I've been doing this sort of feedback data collection thing. I go to talk to people like yourself or many others who use the platform, whether creator or not, and I'm trying to collect, like, see where the image is at of like issues or wish list stuff that people have. And so for like my months of March to May, the data came up saying that like platform stability and content discovery were the main big points that people were having issue with. And and to add further onto the fact, Rumble is a creator to creator promotion rather than the platform promoting in the sense of an algorithm, whatever.
Yep.
So, you can have bias with an algorithm. I'm not gonna deny that. But you also have bias with the people as well
Yeah, yeah,
and
for sure.
promoting. 'Cause I mean, like you stated, you've had a few people stop by you, but you've not really had a big group see or whatever, and that's
Yep.
you're probably not gonna get, like, over hundreds of hundreds sometimes, but you do see some of these people, um there we go, thank you, Neuro, for that, there you go, there's Fanatics, Rumble right there, so you can go check that out right there,
Sweet.
but yeah, again, there's a lot of things that can make it great to some degree, but it still has a ways to go in catching up. And if they can take care of the front page first in that content discovery part, I think they could get better. But all I can do is collect data and visually show it to people. So
Right.
do. So, but yeah, but I mean, for you, for what you're doing, man, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I'm doing.
Yeah. It can be. It can be. Trying, always trying to just do enough. Like again, when I was first starting, it was COVID. It seemed like obviously with the way the Facebook algo was going, it was just going to be a up and up trajectory.
Mm,
Um, Obviously that changed. So now just working on the craft as well as the edits, the content, the short form.
mm,
Just working on all the other aspects because obviously I already know I can be live every day.
mm.
I've got that down for almost 5.5 years.
Nice.
Um, so it's just working on the other aspects that can you know, help the
Yeah.
journey
Yeah. Now,
monetize.
do you is it just gaming that is your mainstay of what you create, or do you do stuff beyond that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've been dabbling a little bit beyond that. Obviously, I take a lot of food pics. I love food. So I
Nice.
do take a lot of food pics and stuff. So working on and a little bit more of that stuff and kind of dabbling, I've dabbled with IRL for a long time too.
Nice.
So like working on that, just making other. So kinda, I would say, but not really. Mostly do gaming.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to dabble in some other stuff. And just
No,
again, just to you never know what'll be more of a success, you
yeah.
know?
Now with the food stuff is like going to restaurants, how's that work?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of it's going to restaurants. I had a buffet up near me a lot and take pictures of my plates of that. So
Nice.
just always and Mrs. Fanatic cooks really good food too. So take a
Hey,
lot of
oh,
pictures
that's
of what she makes.
oh wow, that's pretty neat. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I think that's always I believe it's kind of a big winner right there. Is like, oh look at that. Oh, how about that? There you go. Got another follower right there on the
Let's
screen.
go.
Nice.
Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Neuro. Neuro is all over the place, so you'll probably
That's what's
start
up.
seeing.
Me
But yeah,
too.
I try to, but man, between my full time job and doing this, there's not enough time in the day, and
I
you can
believe it.
you only have so much energy, and I feel bad for people I can't respond to or come back to, but know that it's not done out of malice or any bad anything that you think you might done. Just know it's just there's not enough time in the day, and I'm
Yeah.
human too, like you. So
Yep.
I that's why I do this thing with inviting people on because I truly do believe in just reaching across the table and how you share a meal or share stories or whatever. And it's not
Absolutely.
and it's not like an interview thing because I know a lot of people get that confused. It's more of just like, hey, you and me, we're breaking bread, and that's pretty much it. There's no requirement beyond that point. I've had people who don't even show their face, and that's fine with me as long as you can hear them.
Yep, yep.
But I find more enjoyment in that aspect because, this technology allows me to reach across an oceans, I should say.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And I've and I've talked to people from Australia. I talked to a person from Norway, from Denmark, uh, Swedes, South Africa. I was talking to someone from South Africa. Talked to people from Alaska. There is so many
Yeah.
people all over. It's insane, and
It's awesome. Yeah, that is the cool part about content creation. I feel like, and a lot of that is you just meet and gaming. We're
yeah,
just meeting people from all over. I have so many, like you said, South Africa, lots of people in Europe. Like, 'cause I've
yeah,
just played all over the place. Like, I mean, on server, not like I've gone, but played
yeah.
on servers
Mhm.
in the game that are all over the place. And so you meet just people from everywhere. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially when you have more of those free to play games, which is
Yeah,
I know there are some pay games. Well, first off, I know there's like gotcha games, but I know there's pay games where you pay for them and they have like this online sort of thing. But I think the free to play is sort of where that's sort of at because like you can do multi online player like with what is it? It's not COD, but it's Warzone. There's
yeah,
Warzone.
Warzone. Yep,
There's what's another one? The one you were talking Apex. Apex, another one.
Apex. Yeah.
I think Overwatch is, but I'm not too sure about that.
Overwatch is I forget what the actual type of game it is. That's not like a first person. I don't think it's considered. It's like a strategy
Yeah.
something.
Oh, Marvel Rivals. There you go,
Yeah,
Marvel
Marvel
Rivals.
Rivals is another big one right now
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
And obviously, of
Uh,
course, we can't forget the big one, Fortnite. Obviously, the very big one out there.
yep.
And
I
they're
guess
trying.
it is considered first person shooter.
Oh, first person shooter. Okay, so FPS. Wow, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
guess
that.
that is what Overwatch is considered.
Because it sort of because Marvel Rivals sort of reminds me of Overwatch because that's
Yeah,
like
100%.
yeah.
I've watched them. I haven't played them because one, I'm an Apex addict,
Mhm.
and then two, I fill it in with like Rocket League. I did
Really?
install Splitgate 2. That's another free to play newer one.
Mhm.
Um, Now I guess they reverted back to calling it beta. They released it, and now
Mhm.
they're like, we should have kept it beta. Now it's back. But so there's some few smaller ones too. But yeah, free to play to me is definitely where it's at. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I've never played Rocket League, but I know that's quite popular because I think it has that conjunction with Fortnite as well because they have that racing
Yep,
game.
yep, yeah. It's owned by Epic. Yeah,
Yeah. The
yeah. It's a tough game.
yeah, but also but just going in that field of like because again I know people have their viewpoints of Fortnite whether they like it or not. But I mean for what they've done like the ballistics one, right? They're trying to capture that sort of war zone like I think it is sort of like that, you go around protect capture a flag sort of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
however you describe it. Um with and then with all the what is it? Like the seasons updates with like the Marvel and Disney and
Oh yeah, they do all the collab. They do everything, all that stuff really well.
yeah. They did I think they're on the Star Wars one, aren't they? I think. I'm not too sure. Um but I mean they just they're updating to doing all this sort of stuff. I mean Fortnite has been around since 2017. It's been 8 years after the fact and they're
Yeah,
still
and they're
going strong.
still pretty much on top,
Yeah,
arguably.
which is which is kind of funny in a way and it's also like, huh.
That's crazy. I mean, but
It's just
the graphics kind of go up with it. Not like that's
yeah.
it's a nice part about technology is that you don't. I feel like doesn't have to be a new game every year,
Mm.
which is the crazy part about like how with Apex, how much money they've made, and then it's like, oh, we're having to cut. Which EA, we all know Electronic Arts, they have like a graveyard of developers that they've left, in the
Ugh,
dust or literally buried because they just ream everything they can out of it and then get rid of it. So
jeez.
it's like, but they've made billions of dollars, and it's like, and then they make these dumb choices, which they've gotten a little bit better recently. But the game like was at a really low point there, and there was almost no signs of it coming out of it. And so it is nice. They made a bunch of changes.
Mhm.
Next Tuesday is the new season,
Oh,
and
really?
supposedly, like there's a bunch of leaks that they've made more changes to ranked and stuff that should be really good.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
because I played them all, I played Fortnite before Apex came out,
Mhm.
and then when Apex came out, I just knew that was the one that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I played a little Warzone. I dropped Superstore, get a few kills. Just don't like all the extra BS to it. So,
Yeah.
like to me, Apex is the best. Obviously, I'm a little biased,
Yeah.
but I have played them all, and I think it's just the best FPS battle royale there is by far. But also, I say everyone, it's also the worst. It also
Mm.
has the most probably issues.
Mm.
So
Mm. You try to pick them as best you can, but you don't always win it, so there's that.
yeah, yeah, it's just what I like. It's everybody's preference.
Oh, yeah.
So at least there's enough of us people out there that gaming's big enough that I feel like there's enough room for all kinds.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's why it's so massive and, like, when a new game comes out and again, on all different various platforms, like, gaming is still one of the biggest impacts other than, like, maybe, maybe politics. I don't know. Twitch is its
yeah.
own. Twitch is mostly for gaming, just sort of like Kick, but they have their own instances. But going back, I know you were saying you were talking about the taking pictures of the food and stuff, and I was wondering that because you take pictures of your wife's cooking, has it ever been an ordeal of like the recipes and stuff for those meals about
No,
you
I
and
don't think I've ever posted recipes with it. We've talked about it though.
yeah. I'm just saying is like because home I think nowadays, right, I know people still go out and eat, which is, it's a great thing to kind of do, great thing on a share, but it does get kind of expensive at times.
Yeah, yeah,
And and not only but be able to to cook at home and all this stuff is a little more healthier than eating out because you can get in all the fast food junk and it's just a whole lot of mess out there. But with like making homemade meals and stuff, like I've seen these commercials where they have like these ovens, right? And they read like this like QR code or whatever, and you just input these things like mixed up or whatever, and then they bring out, once they're cooked, whatever that's on the QR code, and they come out and they're like the meal that comes in the box, or like Hello Kitchen or stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or is it Hello Kitchen or is it Hello Fresh?
HelloFresh. There's
Hello
so
Fresh.
many names. There's so
Oh
many
gosh.
of them.
Yeah, there's so many of them, but I do think that with the coming of what it is now, I do think that homemade meals are probably gonna see some kind of surge because I think there's a valueness in having a home cooked meal, but also being able to share and cooking that meal. I don't know if you cook
Yeah,
personally.
that content seems to get pretty. I do a little bit, not much, not much. That's Mrs. Fanatic that kicks butt in that department.
Do you do grilling? Is that more of like a suiting for
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I mean, historically, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm the one that does the grilling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's been your, like, have you done, like, ribs, steak? What is your
A lot
go-to?
of times I just do wings.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, just wings. I like wings.
Do
I'm not a
you
big steak guy or any of
yeah,
that. So,
understandable. Have you been, like, whenever you go to, like, I don't know if you've ever been, like, those, wing places, like Wingstop or
oh
Blazing Wings?
yeah, I get
Where they
Wingstop. I just went to a local place today and got wings. Actually, ate like 16 wings.
are you you ever are you ever one of those people that try to do, like, the hot the hot
No,
ones?
my brother did that at Buffalo B-dubs, and they brought him out so hot, temperature hot, out of the fryer that he
Yeah.
was burning his mouth, and they just started the clock, like the 5-minute clock. He's like, "Dude, they're literally too hot to eat. Not
Wow.
spicy hot, temperature
Wow.
hot." Yeah, it was bogus. So no,
Wow,
I'm
that's
not. I like some spicy food's pretty decent, but I'm not doing no
yeah.
spicy challenges.
Yeah. I've seen, when my parents used to have cable, I would be able to watch, like, the Travel Channel and mostly the Travel Channel, because the Travel Channel would be this thing where you could go to different restaurants and whatnot, like burgers or whether do steak or whatever, and, there was this one challenge, where they would have, like, the very hot, spicy wings. I'm just like, I
Yeah,
mm-mm.
no, I'm good on that.
There was one place too where it was like curry, and there was this place made such the hottest curry that the person bringing it out had to wear a mask and had to wear gloves.
It's just not appealing to me.
I'm like, "That's so stupid." And I think they supposedly made you sign a waiver too just before you ate it. I'm like, "No,
Probably that dangerous.
I don't wanna do that."
Uh,
Um, but yeah, there's just so much, food items out there that it's one of those
yeah,
big
that's the thing, and it's really popular, I feel like, in content because 1, everybody eats food,
yeah,
enjoys food,
yeah.
so it's, like, way more commonality. That's why I feel like a lot of those, there's been a big rise in that content because it is heavily consumed.
Yeah, and not only that, but again, if you come to like the home stuff, it's much more healthier because obviously, um, I can't remember. I think it was on YouTube, but I saw Stanley Tucci, the actor.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I watched both of his seasons
yeah,
or in Italy or whatever.
my dad was telling me a bit about it, and he really does a lot of Italian cuisine, I think,
Yep, yep.
and he really enjoys him, just hearing him talk,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it's a really good show. Done 2 seasons of it.
Wow, and I personally didn't know how many seasons he had, I just know that my dad had watched them.
Yeah,
But there
yeah. Yeah, I
but there
watched it, it's good.
yeah, and there's some other I don't know if, like, Rachel Ray still does anything, but there's some people celebrity-wise that do that, but I mean, just like you said, it's popular because people eat food, and then there's sort of this culture, like, sharing in recipes and stuff, and,
Yeah.
how one cooks thing or improves on a recipe, somebody might take a little twist to it. But, like you said, your missus is probably more the cook, and you're just like, "I'm just gonna sit here and eat."
Yeah, I'm more the critic.
Is
Uh,
that what you do too? You go to restaurants like, "Look, I'll give this a 3, but I'm being very generous."
yeah, 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 pretty critical. So I got my ones I like. Usually don't even try a lot of other ones because if I'm going around different cities, I will. But in my city, a lot of times I stick to what I know just because they're all so good already. I don't want to waste my money
Yeah,
on
I
trying
understand what you mean.
something new that might suck.
Yeah. Now, am I allowed to ask like the state that you're in?
Oh yeah, yeah. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay, I'm in Indiana.
Awesome.
So corn state, but I mean, Wisconsin is known for the cheese state, basically, is what they
Yep,
say it.
yep. Dairy, cheese, yep.
But
Beer. Big
beer,
on drinking beer, yep. Ken,
yeah.
how we doing?
But they also Culver's.
Yep,
Culver's is
Culver's is
well,
good. Yep,
yeah.
Culver's is good. They're popping.
Yeah, and they're pretty much well out there, but I keep hearing the commercials almost every day. Like, well, Wisconsin with love, I think, is part of their.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we've been going to Culver's a long time.
Oh,
Long, long time.
oh man, but I'm for me personally, I do. I mean, I like certain things, but I do like barbecue a bit more.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like pulled pork or say ribs. I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like ribs.
Yeah, when I
Um,
was younger, I used to always get, like, baby back ribs anytime we go out. I
oh,
always get the ribs. Now, so I don't know if it's I just ate it so much back then, I
uh,
just don't even care. I don't even really get ribs that much because 'cause they're just so pricey now
oh
for what
yeah.
you get. It's like, I'm not I'd rather just
Mm-mm.
give me the burger then.
Yeah, I mean, you can get, like, half ribs for half that, but you some people want the full stack, like, the
Yep,
full
yep.
stack of ribs, and, depending on what barbecue sauce you want them too, but for me, I just, I like that, and, maybe chicken sometimes, but not that often. I do like, we have a here there's like a company called Nelson's Grill, and they do like these sort of mobile cookouts for like fundraisers and stuff.
Heck yeah.
So what happens is that this company I mean, of course you have to pay up front for the supplies and stuff, but they basically come to wherever you're at. If you're doing like for like Boy Scouts or something like that, they'll have those kind of fundraisers, and they will be out there cooking the chicken live and all this stuff. And usually you get more people while they're out there cooking the chicken. But they sell like these beyond the chicken, they sell like potatoes, like the little small Yukon Gold sort of potatoes that you can just eat as a whole sort of thing.
Heck yeah.
And and they do ribs as well. I know they do ribs as well, but mostly like the chicken is their biggest one. It's very
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what kind of spice, not spices, but like the marinade or whatever they use for it. But they really do that mostly for just uh, fundraising and stuff because that's all I've seen it used for. But they
Nice.
basically come to where you're at, to wherever you're stationed at, and it's really interesting. But I mean, man, it's one thing to have that, and one thing to be able to go to a restaurant, and then another thing being able to go to home and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for
Mm.
sure.
But yeah, I try not to divulge. I try not to eat out too much just because of health stuff. That's always the fun part.
Yeah, yeah. I eat
Mm,
out too much.
yeah, and your doctor says, "Look, we're gonna have to talk about cutting back," and I'm like, "God,
I'm
it's so good, doctor. It's so good."
bulking right now. I'm on a permanent dirty bulk till probably next January, February. Then I'm gonna start cutting.
Okay, yeah. So you're doing like working out at a gym
Yeah,
as well?
no, I can't even afford a gym right now, but I got a lot of good dumbbells. So
Nice. I used
I'll just
to.
do that. Sometimes I'll do them on stream a lot too. I'll just do whatever day it is. Like I'll just do body weight squats some days and like
Nice,
have them redeem channel points for that, or like
nice,
curls or dumbbell rows or
nice.
just all different exercises.
Yeah, I can't do that because I ran out of room, but I used to go to a gym and I used to do mostly just strength training,
Yeah, heck yeah, yeah,
basic on that. Now I just try to do like more walk. I try to be more active, like walking, and I do like planks and stuff and all that.
yeah. I
But
like planking for sure.
yeah, but
Planking, push-ups, all
oh yeah,
that.
but it's just expensive to even do a gym. I mean, I could do Planet Fitness, but uh,
I know that's why I'm like $15 a month though
yeah,
for Planet Fitness. Like if it was 10 still, I'd probably do it, but
yeah.
15, I don't know.
I used to do it, back in the day when it's like 10 for basic, and then if you, like, pay a little extra more, you get, like, their,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
black card or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember, is this you could get in like the tanning no, that you could like these
Yeah,
massage.
tanning, the massage thing. Now they got red light therapy
Wow,
too.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know
it's
that.
actually worth it. I think it's like 25 now, I wanna say.
Jeez.
It's either 20 or 25, I can't remember, but, yeah, they have red light therapy now too. That would be the reason to get it for
Yeah,
that, but, we'll
mm,
see, never know. Maybe one day.
true. I used to go to
I've had it before. I've worked out there before. I've gotten in shape a few times.
yeah,
I just need to get back into it. I wanna
yeah,
bulk this time, put on some size, and then cut so
yeah,
I can still retain a little bit.
yeah. I've been trying to uh I've been trying to do sort of like that carnivore diet, if you will. Not
Oh,
to the
heck yeah.
not to like the extreme of
The
it. Like
full
I mean,
extent, man, of only meat.
yeah. Well, eggs, I know eggs is part of it too, because this protein is what is the majority of the
Yeah,
factor.
yeah.
But I've trying to do more steaks, and it's funny too. And I know you're not a steak guy, so I apologize. But I mean,
I like steak, I just don't like spending the money on it, it's not worth it.
well,
I'd rather just make a burger.
right, and that's understandable. But it's like I can go to like not an Aldi's, but like a Kroger or something like that, and there are cheap cuts you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, which I mean, I understand people are like, "Oh, I want a porterhouse or I want a New York steak or whatever," and those are the expensive ones. I've seen the amount of like $20 for a steak and over no.
Exactly.
But I've been like getting like these cheap cuts where I think like the lowest I ever saw was like $5, and I was like, yes.
Nice.
And it's just you just kind of have to look for it. But I mean, yeah, like Walmart. I know Walmart, if you look for it, you can find them. And I know some people may look down on cheap cuts, but I mean, a steak is a steak regardless. It's just, do you want the high end cuts or do you want to save some money and go for the low end cuts, which are very can be a little cheaper depending on. It's
Yeah,
always
for sure.
good to check those. It's always good to check those price tags before you make a decision.
Absolutely, especially these days.
Oh yeah, good lord,
Are some
it's
high prices.
oh yeah, especially if you're trying to eat healthy too. That's when
Yep,
you know.
that's very tough.
Oh, oh lord, I can't. There's an app I use called Yuka, which is spelled Yuka, and what it is that um whether on iOS or Android, because they do both, you can go to a grocery store, right, and scan like the barcode with it. And what it does, it'll tell you all the ingredients and whether it's good or bad. Now it has a grading to it. Like
Oh,
I,
nice.
I once actually I'll pull it up. So this is what it looks like right here. Maybe you'll see that carrot up there, right there, Yuka, right, the carrot,
Ooh,
and so
okay,
that's
there we go. Yep,
yeah.
yep.
That orange carrot right there, and you can go in and, so you can scan a whole bunch of now they do stuff like, shampoo and stuff like that, but you can scan like, deodorant, drinks, not deodorant, but like hair shampoo and all that stuff, chips and whatnot, and it will tell you if it's poor, if it's good, if it's bad. Like I drink Poppy, and that's good. Usually prebiotic sodas are good, although some are a bit.
Nice.
Some of them have bad ingredients, or like cereals, whatnot. Like, dude, 95 to 98% of the food in a grocery store is not made for human consumption. And
Right.
they'll tell you right in there, like, let me find a really bad one. Like I went to an Aldi's and I saw these Clancy's nacho cheese bag, right? Like, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I think you scrolled past it, yeah.
So this
Oh, yeah, you
is
got it? Okay, yeah, yeah.
so this is the chips from an Aldi's. They give it a 24 out of 100, and they show additives, they show the sodium count, they show calories, all this stuff. But if you were to go to the additives, it'll give you a list of like all that stuff. So these are all the additives that are in that bag of chips
Oh,
right
that's
there,
cool.
right? Now they say limited risk, risk
Oh, dear.
free, all that stuff, but you can go and you can click on each one. Let's slowly click on this one, like annatto, limited risk. It's food coloring. Potential associated risk is allergen exceeding of the ADI, and it'll give you like a little bottom, and it's all backed by science and stuff right there, at least to the best abilities. Because this app is made by actually, funny enough, it's actually a app made by some a French uh, siblings and all that stuff right there. But I mean, you can go through each additive and just see like how good or bad they are. Like there are some that are so bad, like food coloring. Certain food colorings have cancer inducing to it, and they tell you in it like calcium silicate, artificial or anti-caking agent and all this stuff. It's
Yeah.
insane. But I use that going into a grocery store, like breads, drinks,
Yeah,
uh,
that's smart.
deli meat, all this stuff, and it's free. Like the app you can get for free, but they do have this thing where you can pay for premium, like annually, right? Like it's not monthly; it's annually, and you don't even have to pay it on the app. You can go to their website, which actually I can. If you ever want to check out yourself, here we go. I could just gotta find it. Um, Should be here we go. This is the website right here. Um, you can go here and it talks about the app too. But they let you know about certain actions like they're 100% independent. They don't have any influence by brands, no ads, responsible financing. And of course, I showed you all this other stuff as well.
Yeah,
And
that's
they also,
slick.
yeah, and they also recommend you healthier options too.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. But they do have an option of like you can go for premium version and they give like offline mode, search, unlimited history, all that stuff. But you can pay whatever amount, starting from $10 a year to like $50 a year, if you want to help support it. But again, it is free to use, and it's for better health.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I can't well, I can, but I can't help promote it enough because I think a lot of people kind of take their
Oh
eating
yeah,
for granted, right?
100%.
And it kinda sucks too, especially if you see a lot of people eat out of, like, McDonald's, and then they take their kids to eat at McDonald's.
Yum. That's how I grew up. I used to eat 4 Big Macs at a
What?
time. Yep.
What? 4 at a time?
Yep. A lot of times I'd usually just be 4 Big Macs, a large fry, and a large chocolate shake.
Wow.
Yeah. I worked
Good.
there for a summer, and I used to eat so much. I eat like 5 or 6 double cheeseburgers, couple
Wow.
chicken fajitas, always a
Really?
large chocolate shake. Yeah, way back when they had chicken fajitas.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I know they have the wraps.
No, this is way back in like the 90s. Had
Wow.
chicken fajitas. Yeah, it was like 2 for like $1.79 or something, some cheap price. They like heated them up in the microwave and everything with their fire.
Wow, that's incredible, but yeah, I used to work, um, I used to deliver pizza,
Yep,
and
I delivered pizza as well. Hell yeah.
yeah, Papa John's was for me. Um
Pizza Hut for me.
Oh, man. The, the thing of it is, like, they would offer discounts for if you worked there, so, like, you could get it wasn't very much, to be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah.
but the discounts would be, like, you could get a pizza and all this stuff for a certain price. Man, I was yeah, I was gaining weight for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, I ate a lot. We had the buffet on Wednesday nights, so a lot of that when they bring pizzas back, you're washing dishes, just be eating the pizza right off the line when they're bringing the old ones back. Just,
Uh-huh.
I ate so much pizza.
Oh my gosh,
And I
the
worked at a Chinese restaurant delivering for a few years too, like 5 years. And
wow.
so then I ate a lot of Chinese food too.
Do you want the kung pao, roll, or do you want the egg roll?
Yeah.
Which is the hotter one? Um but yeah, it can get dangerous when you're working at a place where they offer you discount. Like there was a
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say the place, it's a college, it's a well-known college, but they have a, hotel on their place, and this hotel would have ballrooms and parties and also these big celebrities would come here as well. And so, uh during at times when you're not doing anything, you'd have this like employee eating area where they have a buffet. Sometimes they would bring down food from parties that didn't get finished. Like there'd be crab cakes sometimes or pulled pork, all this stuff. It was insane. You'd have your own fountain drink and all this stuff. It was free to employees to
Yeah,
eat. It was incredible. But
that's
man,
awesome.
oh man, would you just eating wise, health wise, it would just not be that good.
Heck yeah.
But no, what if there was an event and they didn't eat all the food? There'd be once in a blue moon where you get to try it. It's like, yes,
Yes, for sure.
because you get all the nice stuff, like really nice stuff. I'm
Yep,
talking
for
like,
sure. Catered type stuff.
oh my gosh, you couldn't tell you like there'd be like that, those kind of steaks, those high end steaks, where it'd just be like cutting into butter.
Yep,
Mm,
yep.
now I'm gonna, I'm gonna want to
You're
eat
gonna get
after
hungry. You're gonna be hungry. You're not leaving this show hungry.
this.
Or I mean, not feeling hungry. You're gonna feel hungry. You just ate.
You know,
You're gonna
it's
find room for something.
we're not even cooking here. We're just well, I mean, we're cooking, but we're not even
Cooking.
cooking any food, and it's just we're just gonna like, and we're gonna make
Yep,
you more hungry than you wish.
yep. I do like food.
Ugh,
I'm a foodie.
it's a guilty pleasure, but man, it can
Yep.
get
Oh
get pretty
yeah,
bad.
I'm there. I am there. So I'm liking calling it the permanent dirty bulk because otherwise I'd have to call myself fat. so so bulking, getting bigger, that's better.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
So
true, and
yeah,
that's
yep. I'm up there.
yeah, and that's why I heard for some people again with the carnivore diet that they've lost some weight with that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure, because protein can't synthesize into fat.
Yeah, which is great because I'm not like the big amount. I'm under 200, but I still have health stuff. Like part of my issues on my one of my parents' side of the family, they have cholesterol issues, and
Sure.
so gotta have that sort of thing. And then, like one thing, the funniest thing though is a while back, I've been I bought like a pressure, like a blood
Oh
pressure sort
yeah.
of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and 'cause, usually you have to go to a doctor and they would take it and all this stuff, but I thought, since you can buy this, um, you could just take it at home or whatever, and I've gotten kinda used to doing that more and more. Because I mean, why not? Why not? If you have the
Oh yeah,
tools
for
out there,
sure.
yeah, if you have the tools out there to take, into your health, why not? I
That's
just
good. Then you know your baselines and stuff.
yeah. I just wish I could do cholesterol tests at home, but I don't think that's possible, like, you
Right.
can do with the diabetic. Like, diabetic tabs, you can do those
Yeah, yeah,
too, which sucks.
for
But
sure.
anyway, it is getting kinda close to the top there again, and I think we'll kind of start winding down because again, I do have to get up in the morning.
No worries.
And
I still got Apex rank to grind. Only
yeah,
got 1 week left in the season. I need to at least hit Masters. I
nice,
feel ya.
nice. Well, that and I have to set up for tomorrow's stream too, but
That's what's up, man.
regardless, but
Well, it's been a
hey.
pleasure, that's for sure.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No, dude, it's been awesome just having you on. But first, before we do, we're gonna run through our promoting ourselves, and then we'll do a few other things, and then we'll call it. So if you want to go ahead and let me. Oh, here we go. If you want to go ahead and promote your stuff, floor is yours, my dude.
All right. Well, everybody, again, if you haven't been tuning in, or if you have been tuning in the last 2 hours, I'm Fanatic Gaming. I'm here with Daramouthe, talking about lots of awesome stuff. But for me, we're talking about me right now. Fanaticgaming.com. You can go find me anywhere, everywhere, live
Mm,
every day. Apex Legends, ranked competitive content, play a little bit of Rocket League too, but
mm,
mostly just about vibing out and being the better than the best. That's
yeah,
what we do. Or my neck of the woods. We just clap out, be the best. Hit a number one in a bunch of stuff on Apex, like number one arena Gibby, all stats, all platforms, number one arena damage on
nice.
PC, any legend. So
Mm,
a few little things that are a little tougher to
mm,
achieve. I've achieved them, and then you get to watch my journey of trying to achieve more greatness.
yeah,
So we're live on every platform every day. Stop in, come say hi.
yeah. There you go. Like, and his link is down below, and of course, let me bring up your one because I guess it wasn't in there. But there's your Rumble one as well. For those
Oh,
who are on Rumble, you can click on that. I'll try to make sure it's down below. Actually, dang it! I'm gonna have to go to the other side. But I can just click on it. There we go. Um, But yeah, you can go there. His Rumble link is there and all that stuff. So give him a look, and if he's worth a follow to you, why not? Right? Why not? The man is pushing it out every day on multiple platforms. Smart as he is, he's really grinded in his nose into it, and for him, it's a trek, but it's a journey under his own right there. So
Yep, yep.
give them a look. But for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on, because I stream to both, and I'm not about that one platform mentality. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be, it also helps in having other people on, like Fanatic, like Lord of the Ree, like Tomby, like Maleke, like so many other people who are creators and people who aren't creators. At the end of the day, I don't do this thing that's just one or the other. I do a whole sorts of people because there is so much to know, so much to hear, and some people they don't believe they have something interesting to say, but I've been able to prove them wrong. So
Yep.
there is that. But of course, thank you, Neuro. This is my link down below as well. My sort of link tree. Go down there. There's the Twitter X, the email. I have a Discord link, but it's mostly just for DMing. I'm not about to build a server. It's just too much mental bandwidth taken up for that. And I've heard the horror stories of some of that too, so it's always good to be careful. But you can also find my Rumble and YouTube link in there as well. Again, that's where else you'll find me. And of course, like I said earlier, I am part of Proton's partner program. Find it. Um, you can go there. This I'm promoting their Proton Pass, which is their password manager. You can go to the link. You can see what mostly about alias email, making your own passwords in it, and I'll tell you if it's weak or strong, whatever. And just all these incredible other things that are with it. Again, I can make some money off it, but it's not really about that. It's about promoting a benefit that I see for all. And even if you just check it out and it's not for you, well, no skin off my back. I'm just promoting it because I believe in what they're doing and I see benefit to it, and I'm trying to share that out with everyone. So whether you check it out or not is up to you, but I appreciate you all the same. And of course, thank you, Noah, for being here. I appreciate that. Of course, the next thing is that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna have on a gentleman, K-Man King, or King the First, or mixture of both. Last time he was on with his one of his partners from his group, the Chi Town Gamers. It's made up of three, but I was only got two on last time. But this time it's just me and him solo. So come that at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. He's a really great guy. He's a gamer just like yourself. He
Nice.
plays
Like
all
it.
sorts of games. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. But again, that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, the last thing I do with my guest at the end of the show is something I call questions from the hat. Now, what happens is that a while back I bought a hat from Rumble, right? Buy them off their store, and I put some questions in it. So what happens is that you, my guest, get two freebie questions from the hat. However, I'm not monetizing YouTube. I've not even made the bear, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
But however, if you are on Rumble, I'm instantly monetized. And what can happen is if you want more than the two questions pulled out, you have to give a Rumble rant for it. Now, it doesn't have to be, it can be $1, it can be the $500. It doesn't matter which one it is. As long as it's a Rumble rant, I've had people spam me the $1 and $2 ones. So you're in good company for that one. So do not fret with that. But if you want more than two, you got to give a Rumble rant for it. So here we go. We go for the first question. Not even looking in the hat. I'm just closing my eyes and feeling my way around it, like those spaghetti worms they have you do at some of those occasions. But let's see. All right, here's the first one right here. Oops. Oh, that's a. I had two attached to it. Um, the first one is: would you rather read a book or watch a movie?
Watch a movie. I'm a movie watcher.
Look, maybe bit of a movie snob, you know.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Oh goodness, yeah. I actually went to go see the Superman movie that's out there.
I heard it
So
wasn't good.
I enjoyed it. I know a
Huh.
lot of people have this or that, but I gave it an 8 out of 10, at least from my perspective. So
Nice.
Yeah, and I've seen it twice so far. So,
Oh wow.
but that's just for me. Again, people.
Yeah, everybody's different.
That's right. Everybody's different, and of course, that difference leads to question number two. Let's see what question number two says. Question number two is: if I don't know if you have a pet, but if your pet could talk, what's the first thing they would say to you?
If my pet could talk to me, first thing it'd say, oh man.
Does it ever give you like a weird look or something like that, and you're just like, "Why would?"
She's a Frenchie. She's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more
Uh,
sugar.
it'd probably be something, some sort of yell. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm over here. I'm over here.
yeah, exactly. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I
Yeah,
hear you. Calm
she's
it down.
wild. Yeah, she's
Oh,
pretty. She just ate actually when I went up there right before
mm,
we were getting started.
yeah.
She chewed apart a wooden clothespin that was holding their food shut. It popped off, I forgot, and it must have landed somewhere on the floor. And all of a sudden, there's just bits of this wooden clothespin all over the carpet. So she
Oh,
chewed it all up. She hasn't really ever done that. Like, she's got her toys. I don't know. Must have just thought it was a toy for her to chew on.
well, she'll find out if she has splinters or not. But
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm like, that's not good. That is not good. Why would you do that?
vet bills. Ugh.
I hope not. I
No.
hope not.
But anyway, so that is the end of it. Of course, thank you to all those in chat, and of course to Fanatics chat over there that I can't see.
Yeah,
And of
thank
course,
you.
thank you. Yeah, thank you to Fanatic as well. Thank you for coming on, man. It's been a blast.
Yeah, appreciate the invite. Yeah, it absolutely has.
Yeah, and like I've always said to every one of my guests, you're always welcome to come back on. I try to bring back people I've been on before. Um,
Awesome. Will
you
do.
know, it's a long road with having over 200 various people, but again, it's about making these connections and having conversations about whatever, and just being free, not to be just to see where it goes. Because I'm telling you what,
You
I
never
keep
know. You never
you know
know.
keep surprising myself. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Keep do keep surprising yourself, everybody. That's a
Yeah,
good wrap up for the day.
keep
Don't stop
surprising.
surprising yourself. Never
That's
know
right.
what you can do.
That's right. Even if it's a raccoon in a present box, never surprising yourself. But anyway, I end the show with like I showed like a video, like the music video earlier I did. That was by an artist called Pogo, and of course, if you want to see that or any of the little ones that are done down below, there's a link down in the description. It'll take you directly to his YouTube channel, and he does a lot of stuff. He's done Disney stuff. He has a Star Trek one. He has so many other things.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
great stuff. So, but this one is called "One Day with You" by Pogo, and of course, Fanatic, don't forget to mute yourself, like it will be like last
Will
time.
do. Yep.
But again, remember,
This is everybody.
that's right. Remember tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, with K-Man, Big King himself, coming on, and that'll be a great time. 7 p.m. Eastern again. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time. Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
See ya.